Question number 1, use suitable identities to find the following products. So I am writing here first part. So it is x plus 4 and x plus 10. Now you have to check again which identity we can use. Definitely it is related to x plus a and x plus b. So it will be x square, a plus bx and plus ab. Always write the identities again and again. This is a very good habit. Now what is a here? 4, and what is b? 10. X is same as it is. So x plus 4 and x plus 10. So x square is as it is. In place of a we will put here 4, and in place of b we will put here 10, and 4 into 10. So it is x square plus 14x plus 40, right? Now the next one, suppose I am taking third part I am taking here. Second part you can do yourself. 3x plus 4 and 3x minus 5. Okay, now check again which identity we can use, right? So you can see in place of x we are using here 3x. So again identity we will use same, but how? Okay, in place of x we are putting here 3x, and in place of a we are having 4, in place of b we are having 5. So what we will do, same identity, but we have to replace x also again in this case. So it will be 3x whole square. In place of x we will put here 3x plus 4 and minus 5. Why I am putting here minus 5? Because b is in minus. We have to take the value of b or a with their sign. And in place of x what we will put here? 3x. Don't forget 3x is x here, plus 4 into minus 5, right? So it will be 9x square, and it is minus 1 into 3x, and it is minus 20. So finally the result will be minus 3x and minus 20, right? Now we will see other sums. So fourth part and fifth part. Now we will again see in place of x what we are taking here. You can take 3 without any doubt, because 3 is common here, and 2x will work as a, and this 2x will work as a b. This minus 2x. So what we will do, the expansion simplification will be in this way. First of all, square of 3, because 3 is working as x, plus what it will be, minus 2x plus 2x, right? And what is x? X is 3, and it is minus 2x into 2x. So it is 9. It is 0. It means complete is 0. Now minus what is 4x square, and this is the answer. And there is one more thing, we can use one more identity here, a minus b and a plus b. What is a minus b and a plus b? A square minus b square. So what is a? 3. So it is 3 square. What is b? 2x. So minus 2x whole square. So it is 9 minus 4x square. It means in this sum we can use two identities together, right? Okay, in fourth one we can use again a plus b and a minus b identity. So it will be a square minus b square, because 5 square will work as a. So it will be y raised to the power 4 minus 9 upon 4. Always write the identity on the right side, that so that teacher can understood like which identity you have used, right? So 103 into 107, what we will do here? 95 into 96. Okay, whenever we cannot do actual multiplication here. If you will do actual multiplication, definitely it will take time. and if you are very perfect on identities, then you can find the answer very easily, right? So what I am doing, can we write it 100 plus 3, and it is 100 plus 7, right? In the same way here also, can we write it 100 minus 5 into 100 minus 4? Why we are doing this one? So that we can get the same result. So it will work as a. Suppose I will see this particular expansion with the x plus a and x plus b. So you know very well what is this identity. We have discussed in previous sum also. So what is x here? 100. So it means in place of x I will write 100 square. Plus what is a and b? 3 plus 7, and x is 100. And what is 3 into 7? 21. So it is 10,000 plus it is 1,000 plus 21. So which one is better? 1, 1, 0, 2, 1. Isn't it? 11,021. So I think your answer can be easily calculated by using identity without any error. Again, there is a, x is this one. This will work as a and b. But there is a simple minus with all. So x square means 100 square, then plus a minus b, a plus b, but both are in minus, so we will put here with their symbol. And what is x? 100 plus minus 5 and product of both of them. So 100 square, it is minus 9, and minus 900 we can write, it is 20, and it is 10,000 minus 900 plus 20. 10,000 minus 900, what it will be? 9,100, right? So 9,120. Because 20 we have to add. So these sums are very easy. So next sum also you can do, second, third part. Now question number 3. Question number 3 again related to identity, 9x square plus 6xy plus y square. 9x square plus 6xy plus y square. Now you can see there are 3 terms, and in that case there are 2 terms. So 3 terms means, okay, there are 3 terms in the, this one, a plus b plus c, but it is not in this form, so we cannot take this one. So where you can see the 3 terms, I am not saying it is always on the left hand side according to our identities. Maybe it can be on the different side also, right? So what you will do here, I want to say, suppose you can see, can we write it 3x whole square, and this one y square. I am making it complete square because 9 was not in the square form. If you see the middle term, if I put here 2, then what is left with this 2? 3, because 2 into 3 will be 6. So it is 3x or into y. Okay, now try to see this one. A plus b whole square, it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Are you seeing this one is there? We can see this particular expansion, we can see in this particular form. Square of first one plus square of second one plus 2 into product of both of them. It means this particular expression we have written in the expanded form of this identity, right? So now can we convert into back this? So what is x? 3x. And what is y? Sorry, what is b? Y. So can we write it as a whole square? Definitely, because if you expand this particular expression by using identity, you will get the same result. So that is why we have taken the back process, reverse process in this particular sum. So it is not always necessary that you have to follow the identity from left to right only. Sometimes the right part is given, this right part is given, and you have to convert into the left part, right? Why we are saying it is a left part? Because a plus b whole square whenever you are writing. So this is the factor form, and the this one, what is this? This is the expression form, algebraic expression. It is not a factor form. And the chapter is factorize. So it means factorize, it means your answer should be in this form only. Right? So that is why we are going back. Reverse process we are using here. Right? Now the next question. Next question is, if you see, this is a square minus b square. It is clearly we can see identity here. So a square minus b square, and what is the factor form of a square minus b square is a plus b and a minus b, because these are the two factors. Because factors are always in the form of products. But here we are using expressions, algebraic expressions. So we will say that all the algebraic factors will be in the form of product. This is not a factor form. This is the algebraic form, right? So this particular sum in algebraic form, and we will convert into factor form with the help of identities. There you can see that a, in place of a we have x, and in place of b what we are having, because we want the square of full number, because here we are having the square of only y, but we want the square of complete part, complete term. So we will make a square of 100 also, that will be 10 square. So this y upon 10 will work as a b here. So y upon 10, right? So I am putting here. So it will be x plus y upon 10, this is the first factor, and x minus y upon 10, this is the second factor, right? So I hope everything is going to clear step by step, because in every sum we are using identities, and we are trying to understand how the identities are used, right? So fourth sum, question number 1, you can see a plus b plus c whole square. Clearly we can see the identity here. Which identity we have to use? I am writing the identity here. A plus b plus c whole square, it is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc and plus 2ca. Now what is a here? X. What is b? 2y. What is c? 4z. Only put the value in this identity, you will get the answer. So x square plus 2y whole square plus 4z whole square plus 2 into, what is a here? You will see that x into b is 2y plus 2 into, what is b again? 2y. What is c? 4z plus 2 into, and you can see there c is 4z and this is x. Now it is x square, and what is it? 4y square. It is 16z square, and what is the product of this? 4xy plus product of this 16yz plus 8zx. It is very easy. Only you have to put the value in identity. In the same way, what is a here? Minus 2x, b is 3y and c is 2y. So we will put the here value. So what first will be square of first one, square of second one, then square of third one. Now we have the twice of first and second, so it is minus 2x, it is 3y, then twice of second and third, it is 3y into 2z, then twice of first and third, first is already in minus, so we will get this one, right? Now we will see this is 4x square plus 9y square, this is 4z square, and this will be minus because plus minus minus, so it is 12xy, it will be 12yz, and it will be 2 to the 4 to the 8 minus 8xz. So this is the use of a plus b plus c whole square identity. We have one more sum where we are seeing there are two minus. We will see that sum also. So 3a minus 7b minus c. Again we will use the same identity, a plus b plus c whole square. So I am writing the identity here again. when I write the identity again and again, it remains in my mind always. So I think the same technique you should also use. Now, what is A here? A is 3A, B is minus 7B, and C is minus C. So in place of A, we will put here 3A, means square of first one, square of second one, and square of third one. You can learn like this. And plus 2 into first and second, first and this is the second, we will take with sign, don't forget this one. 2 into second one minus third one means into third one, 2 into first one into third one. Now it is 9A square, it is 49B square plus C square, and it will be 7 3 is 21. The answer will come in minus 42AB. It is minus minus plus, so it will be 14BC, and answer will be in plus, minus 6AC. So this is the final answer, because there are no like terms which can be added or subtracted, or you can say more simplified. Okay, now here also this A, this complete value 1 upon 4, A will work as a, this will be B, and this is C. So square of first one we know very well, then square of second one, then square of third one. Now next is 2 into first one into minus second one, plus I am writing here 2 into second one into third one. Third one is not C, it is 1. 2 into 1 upon 4A into 1. You can see I have already only put the value of A, B and C in the identity, right? Nothing else from my side I have put any type of extra efforts. Only the question is, we have the value of A and B, C for each expression changed. Like in this form it is in a fraction form, it is in both are in minus form. So it means there are so many things we are seeing. Right. Now we will simplify, so it will be A square upon 16 minus square is plus always, so B square upon 4, it is 1, it is A upon 2 into minus 1 upon 2B. Okay, and this 2 and 2 you can cancel, the result will come minus B, and this is 1 upon 2, so we can write it A upon 2. Or finally we have one more term which we have not simplified yet, so you can write it minus AB upon 4, and it is minus B and A upon 2. So it means you should be perfect in the calculation part. There should not be very careful with each multiplication, with each minus, so that should not be any chance of any error, right? So thank you so much, because for this I think for this video we will keep our sum still here. In the next video we will start from the fifth sum, right? Till then you can practice more and more sums, or you can practice again these sums, right? Thank you so much.